The hazy, lazy early morning sun of far north Queensland, and it's just about to get hot here with today's action in the Qantas Battle of the Forces coming from Townsville. There's Castle Rock in the city, next to beautiful Magnetic Island just off the coast. Then it's off to the main runway at RAF Townsville and 35th Squadron for more action, including the odd caribou, landing right in the middle of us. After all, this is the main liftoff for our military aircraft.
The Battle of the Forces.
Yes, but they'll first have to beat the mountain. That's Mount Stewart. So now let's meet our women competitors. And from the Army, that's Private Paula Sharrock of Townsville, loves water skiing, loves adventure sports. And Corporal Mel McNulty from 3 Basby. She's been here for 11 years. From the Navy, Able Seaman Louise Ryan from HMAS Waterhen. And Able Seaman Penny Andrews. We've met her before on the series. She's from HMAS Adelaide. And from the Air Force, leading aircraft woman Rennie Taylor. She's been in the Air Force 9 years. And Corporal Carol Lilly from Brisbane, a touch footy expert with a Ross River Redskin.
Hello and welcome to the Qantas Battle of the Forces. Here we are in Townsville on top of Mount Stewart, and it's the girls' turn to tackle the 200-metre Mount Stewart cliff face.
Did she say 200 metres? You've got to be kidding. What a way to start this challenge. 200 metres, it's almost straight down. No fear there. And then it's not all over. There's a big run, a 4-kilometre run. Yes, you can smile now, girls. Not for long, though. It's about to start. They're from the Navy. It's Penny Andrews who goes down first. She's done this sort of thing before, so they let the experienced one go down first. Carefully at first. There goes Paula Sharrock. No fear from her. She's going at pace. Rennie Taylor, we're going down with her. This is the sort of view that she'll see if she looks back. Mel McNulty, whoa, no legs. That's a way of doing it quickly. Down goes Mel. Now, oh, that hurt the feet on the landing. Penny Andrews, no feet there either. And there goes Paula again. She said she likes adventure sports. Well, you've got that here. Wow! She is absolutely flying. She's in the Army. She should be in the Air Force. Down, down she goes. More than the half. Oh, halfway mark. That hurt the ankles. Can it affect the run? Carol Lilly. Steady, steady, steady. Not so steady now. She's off. She's away. And she's almost down.
G'day.
It wasn't such a good day a moment ago, though, Carol. Here comes Mel McNulty. Call her the helicopter. Holding on with the arms, the legs are going everywhere. And Rennie Taylor, steady, steady as she goes. She's got the L plates on. Think of the cameraman. He's going down head first. You're travelling there, Rennie.
Oh, pretty scary, but it was good fun.
And here comes Paula. Paula the thrill seeker, complete with all the bruises, bouncing down the cliff, and she's made it.
That was absolutely fantastic.
I was going to say, that was absolutely out of control.
Was it?
It looked like it.
Oh, she's gone for it.
Don't worry about the technique you got there down the cliff face. Bad news though, girls, you've got to go back again. That's right, a 4-kilometre run back up the top, through the bush, over the bark, over the stones, right up the cliff face. It's the Army girls in front, McNulty and Sharrock, Andrews and Lilly as well. And they're from the Air Force, Taylor and Sharrock. And it is Sharrock trying to work her way up. The last 200 metres is almost sheer. Look at the rocks they have to go over. They've got the support of the rope, but not too much footing there. First to the top, it's Mel McNulty. This has been a tough run. They've been running almost 50 minutes, 4 kilometres in these conditions. Look at the rocks there. It is so hard. Think of the hammies and think of the calves. But Mel McNulty's just working her way towards the top. She can see the finish line. It's not far away, and she's out by a long way. Mel McNulty's going to take the points. In second place, I reckon it's going to be Penny Andrews. Andrews second, and Paula Sharrock will finish third.
Congratulations, Mel. Fantastic run. You're a mother of 2 and you seem like you did it with ease.
It was pretty hard. It was pretty scratchy. I didn't know where to go half the time, so I've gone around in loops and that, but it was pretty good.
And how was the abseil?
Oh, excellent. I had excellent fun. So pretty hot going down because I couldn't stop myself. So.
And how was the run?
It was good, hard because it was very unstable, the rocks. Some of the trees were jumping out and scratching here and there, but yeah, it was good, it was fun.
Well done. Well done to the Army and the Navy.
So after the first of 6 events, the Abseil, the Army with 10 points, the Navy 8 and the Air Force 3. And now we're about to hit the waters around beautiful Magnetic Island. Yes, it's aboard the Sun Ferry for a 15-minute ride to Magnetic Island. What a beautiful part of Australia this is. Look at the lovely waters. And then a 15-minute bus ride on the Sassy Serena. And what about this driver?
On Pete the wheel.
Terrific, Pete. They're in good hands. And they're about to get underway with the next event, the Commando course. This is Alma Bay, a beautiful little inlet. Lovely surf there, beautiful rocks, but the competitors are going to have to cope with both of them. They're starting on the rocks, and they're about to hit the water, and then a beach run. So off they go with the next event in the Qantas Battle of the Forces, and they're away. Over the rocks they go, and it looks like McNulty first. Penny Andrews is a good runner. She's doing well in the early stages as well, but it's Mel McNulty. Andrews taking the lead. She knew the shorter route there. Onto the sand she goes, off with the sand shoes, and so too McNulty as they start this run in the soft sand. She makes her way down towards the water where it's a little bit firmer, and going well also it's Carol Lilly. So Lilly up there in second place, just behind Andrews at the moment. McNulty back in third. Around the marker she goes. She's not going too hard at the moment, Penny Andrews, because she's got to conserve energy. She leads as they go to the water, but there's going to be a change in the minor placings there because Lilly's stopped and taken off her shoes. She's being passed by second McNulty and also Sharrock. So Army going 2-3 at the moment, but it's Andrews, the girl from the Navy, who's out in front as she hits the water. It's pretty cold too. She decides to wade her way up to the Zodiac. Now there are 2 Zodiacs out there waiting. First 3 girls onto the front one, and they will get a reasonable head start on the other 3 girls who will be in the second Zodiac. It's Andrews who gets there first, McNulty and Lilly. They will be in the 3 lead Zodiac. And here's the second one. In the second Zodiac, first there is Sharrock, and also Ryan and Taylor will climb aboard. Now the front one is off as they go out around the mark, and the second girls are still trying to climb on, so this is a really good break. Off they go. They've got to swim back to the shore. That's the trio, Andrews, McNulty, Lilly. It's a race back to the shore, and then the others are going to have to try to catch them, but they're still going out around the marker. That's Taylor waiting for her turn, and so too Sharrock. They can't get in the water just yet. Their chances are about to come, though, as Sharrock's the first one to dive in as they set out after those 3 leaders, Andrews, McNulty and Lilly. It's a race on back to the shore. Once they get to the shore, there's a race up the beach as well. Gee, this is tough going for these girls. On they go, the swim leg, and look at them come out of the water. It's going to be Andrews. McNulty's right there with her, only a metre behind. But here comes Ryan. What a swim this has been by the other girl from the Navy. Ryan there with the short hair, out after Andrews. It's the Navy running 1-2 at the moment, and there are the 2 girls from the Army. So there's not too much between them, and Sharrock, importantly, is further up the beach. But there's the run leg for Andrews. She's not too far away. She swings around to the left, and she's got a little smile on her face. I think she knows she's got the points here. Andrews wins it. Ryan in second place. The Navy go 1-2. The Army go 3-4. What a race. What a performance this was, and what a way to celebrate after a win like that. And look at the points. The Navy doing it well with a 6 and a 5 for first and second. The Army third and fourth. Overall then, it's the Navy 19, the Army 17 and the Air Force 6. Now we're about to take you on a hair-raising ride down Mount Stewart.
Up next, it's the 100-metre Flying Fox, Mount Stewart, Townsville. It's the ride of your life. Stick with us.
Welcome back to the battle, and this is the Flying Fox like you've never seen it before. The Flying Fox for frequent flyer points, 100 metres of it, and 200 metres above the ground. It's not an event for the faint-hearted, and there's no doubt about Louise Ryan from the Navy. She's not faint-hearted, she's a triathlete, loves it. Cameras out everywhere for such a spectacular event at such a spectacular location. Mel McNulty is going down. Look at the scene, look at the sight, and McNulty showing no fear as she did earlier. And no helmet as well, but she's in safe hands, good hands, as she makes her way down to the pinnacle. This is Sergeant Andy Cutts. He's the man responsible for all of this. He's the one who sends them on their way, the overseer of this terrific event. sends them from the top all the way down to the pinnacles. And waiting there, the competitors, as Paula Sharrock makes her way down there. She's got the helmet, and on top of the helmet, she's got the camera bringing you some of these terrific shots. She makes her way down there, waiting for the abseil. What fantastic scenery as the girls take a breather. Not for long though, because they're about to come down the pinnacles. This is stage 2 of this event, and leading them down, it's going to be Mel McNulty, and she's crunched the right elbow and the right knee. That would have hurt. It's certainly going to leave some bruises and probably taken some skin as well. It won't worry her though. She is a tough, adventurous type. She's got to be to take part in an event like this. Down she goes, pushing herself off the cliff face there. Almost down, reasonably trouble-free. What a ride! A mother of 2 with the adventure skills that she picked up from her grandmother, if you don't mind. So Mel McNulty's down there now. Here come the next 2. This is Penny Andrews from the Navy and Paula Sharrock on the right. And Paula Sharrock's just flying down there. Doesn't worry about the cliff, and she's crunched in there as well. So the 2 Army girls doing it tough, but Sharrock in front of her, it's Andrews. Andrews making her way down there a little quicker. She's collected some bush on the way, I think, but Andrews down there just in front of Sharrock.
Fantastic.
And now they start their way back up the top of the hill. This is really tough. They've come down the easy way. Now they've got to get back the tough way. Up the hill they go. This is Sharrock. Just behind her, it's Penny Andrews. They've cleared out on the rest of them. McNulty got away well, but Sharrock went straight past her. So it's Sharrock. Andrews trying to go with her. They've got to pull themselves up the top. Up the top, though, it's Sharrock who reaches it first. And she... Go! Keep going, they say. She's got to touch the rock. And she makes it with 5 metres to spare.
I think I just kept at it and just ran as hard as I could because I knew the finish line was ahead.
Good points for the Army with a 1st and a 3rd, the Navy with a 2nd and a 5th. So overall, it's tight between the Army 27 and the Navy 26.
Here we are at RAF Townsville, the takeoff point for all aerial exercises north of Australia. And on this tarmac, all the action continues on the Qantas Battle of the Forces.
Carol Lilly will feel right at home here. Paula Sharrock as well. Penny Andrews. This is a 400-metre sprint at RAF Townsville. Right down the main runway, and look at the start for Sharrock. Sharrock flying off the mark. Andrews going well also. Andrews the early leader. And here comes Carol Lilly in the light blue down the outside. Andrews still in front. Lilly is really motoring now though. She's getting close to the line. Lilly in front. Oh, she does it easy. Lilly wins the 1st heat. 2nd place Andrews. 3rd with Sharrock. And lucky they finished just in time to avoid the Qantas jet. Heat 2 now. McNulty of the Army, Taylor, Ryan of the Navy as well. Out of the way, girls. Here comes the jet. The first 2 go through to the final, 400 metres, and it's McNulty who's absolutely flying down there like the jet itself. A race in 2, McNulty and Taylor. McNulty in front by a bike length. Here comes Taylor though, not much in it. Close, I'd reckon McNulty just won it. So the first 2 through to the final, Lilly, McNulty, Andrews and Taylor. So off they go in the final. McNulty, good start for her from the Army. So too Lilly. Oh, problems for McNulty. In a gear change, I think she's almost lost her footing. So that'll cost her a lot of time. And through goes Lilly. Lilly is absolutely flying. Back there in 2nd place, I'd reckon Andrews. No doubts about Lilly, though. They're trying to catch her. Can they catch her? No way. Lilly from the Air Force wins at Andrews 2nd.
Tactic was not to change gears, so I just started off on a pretty hard gear and went from there, got the power up. It was really good. It worked. Yeah, home base, yeah. Excitement.
Great to see the Air Force among the points. 9 points, the Navy 5, the Army 4. But overall, it's neck and neck between the Army and the Navy. 31 apiece.
When it comes to transporting Australia's Army troops into battle, there are options, like the C-130, which offers a spectacular sight on a flare drop. The Herc's back door is also a great way to see the world for Army parachutists who may free fall or be hooked to a line. Now these chutes can be bad for ankles and legs on landing, but what a sight. Then there's the Army Black Hawk helicopters who drop in the SAS and other soldiers. Now, to keep these state-of-the-art choppers in the air requires smart and dedicated maintenance. Based at RAF Townsville, these Black Hawks are part of the Army's 5th Regiment and are looked after by technician Rhett Peacey.
They're a high-performance aircraft and they're a joy to work on. There's plenty of work to be done, and wherever they go, we go, and that's usually some fairly good locations around Australia and overseas.
Hailing from Cootamundra, New South Wales, Rhett specialises in engines and airframe maintenance, and it's his job to keep these high-performance choppers in tip-top condition. There's no second chance in the air.
Professionalism is extremely important in what we do. There's no room for any slip-ups. The lives of everyone who fly in these are basically in the hands of the maintainers and the flies. As long as you do the job properly, there's no problems.
Also based at Townsville are the mighty Chinook helicopters. They're the workhorse of the Army and support the Black Hawks. The double-rotor Chinook is the most powerful of choppers and acts as troop carriers and assisting the ground forces with machinery and supplies. The avionics technician in charge of keeping the Chinooks in the air is Corporal Paul Marr, and doesn't he enjoy working on them?
Oh, they're big. That's the best thing. There's a lot of room. They're good to work on, and they're challenging.
And Paul must have them ready for war.
Well, there's always a state of alertness that you have to be at, obviously, and generally we're ready to do whatever's required.
Welcome to the beautiful magnetic island just off the coast of Townsville for our next event, and what better than a beach sprint and a sea kayak paddle.
Important event too, because the Navy and the Army are running neck and neck, the 5th of 6 events, as they start this 400-metre beach sprint, and then it's into the kayaks. Now Lily is running very well for the Air Force. Andrew's in second place, about 5 metres back, and then it's another break of 5 to the first of the 2 Army girls. So the Army running 3rd and 4th at the moment. First of the canoes, it's Lily at the Air Force, but this is a teams event, and the Army were right there together. So they're first in the canoes, into the water, and they've got a hard paddle in front of them. There goes the Air Force and the Navy in there as well. But the Army girls, now it's McNulty in the front, Sharrock behind her, and they've got their coordination going. The Navy about 10 metres further back. They're struggling a little in the early stages. This is against the wind, against the tide. It's pretty tough after a long, hard day of competition, but they're going nicely. The 2 girls from the Army, and it's a good break. They have to work their way towards shallow water, then they'll be out and sprint back up the beach. They are doing it tough at the moment. It's really hurting there, and they want to stay in front of the girls from the Navy. Around they go. Not too far to go now. Not quite shallow enough. Stay in. Oh no, we'll get out. Let's go. Let's go for a run. You've got to bring your canoe with you as well. Can't leave it in there. And they're just in front of the girls from the Navy. They drag it up onto the beach, and then it's a sprint to the finish. It's McNulty just in front, Sharrock going with her, and the girls from the Army are going to take the points. Out get the girls from the Navy, but it's all shot to pieces here. The Army will win it. This team's event, they will take the points. They will take the lead in this competition.
Well done, Paula and Mel. What was your secret in the paddling?
Oh, there wasn't. We've never done that before. We tried to just get the strokes the same. So it's on left, right, left.
Worked as a team.
Left, right, left. They've heard that once or twice before. The Army 3, the Navy 2, the Air Force 1. With one event to go, it's the Army 34 and the Navy 33.
Mel McNulty and Paula Sharrock are both committed to fitness, the Army and their families. And Mel's 5-year-old loves the life she leads.
They enjoy it. My eldest is 5, so he enjoys running around playing armies in the backyard and stuff. I don't encourage it all the time because I see it every day, but I think it's good.
Meanwhile, teammate Paula loves the single life and the adventure.
I think that knowing that you post it every 3 years, you move town to town, meeting people, different jobs. Some days you don't know what you're going to be doing, and just the adrenaline rush.
Welcome back for Over the side of the last of 6 events, this is the cave ladder climb and the fate of the Navy resting in the hands of Penny Andrews. Also there, Rennie Taylor of the Air Force and Paula Sharrock of the Army. So they've got to climb 20 metres up the steel cave ladder. They're in the hangars of the 35th Squadron at RAF Townsville, and up they go. This isn't easy. This cave ladder is wobbling around. It's hard to get a decent footing, but it's the Army and the Navy going well. Penny Andrews, she's as cool as a cucumber. She is just going nice and steady. No sign of panic at all, but she's just starting to work away in front of Sharrock. It's going to be tight. Sharrock's going well, and Andrews is just steady, close to the top, and Andrews touches. Andrews wins the first heat, so that's first blood drawn by the Navy. Now, it's all up to Mel McNulty. She has to do it for the Army. This is a teams event. There'll only be a final if the Army or the Air Force can win this second heat. Otherwise, the Navy might just be able to snare the overall challenge. So away they go, McNulty, Lily and Ryan. And once again, this cave ladder wobbles around until they can reach a reasonable height. 20 metres they've got to climb. Up they go. Lily's climbing pretty well. In the middle also, Ryan going well for the Navy. McNulty, what can she do? It's wobbling around. She's steady on her feet. She's trying to haul herself up, but going with her, it's Ryan. It's Ryan who's starting to get in front for the Navy. And if she can win this, there'll be no final. The Navy will take the points. Up goes Ryan. McNulty trying to go with her, but Ryan's going further away. McNulty's now starting to claw her way back, but Ryan touches. The Navy take the points. The Navy take the last event. Tight for second, very tight, but the Navy win both the heats of the cave ladder. And down she goes, quicker than she went up.
Congratulations, and have you had a good time?
Oh yeah, had a ball, made some really good friends. We got all the girls' dresses and stuff. It was excellent.
Well, fantastic camaraderie between these competitors. All great mates now. The Army won 3 events to 2, but it finished in a tie. What a terrific effort by the Army and the Navy. 36 points apiece, and the Air Force finished on 21 in this week's Qantas Battle of the Forces.
We've jumped off mountains, we've been out to Magnetic Island, and we've been on the main tarmac here at RAF Townsville. We've had a ball, and we'll see you next time on the Qantas Battle of the Forces.